Hey everybody, I'm just going to be making a video on how to install Aircraft to Flight Simulator as well as Flight Simulator Steam Edition. It's basically the same thing, but anyways, I get a lot of questions asking where I get my aircraft, and I also see that there's a lot of people that do not know how to install an aircraft, especially freeware aircraft to their flight simulator, because generally the payware, they have like an application, you just click the button and it starts installing it automatically. But freeware, it can be a little bit more difficult, so we're going to hop in, and I use simviation.com. I've never really had any problems with downloading aircraft from it, aside from just getting the odd bad aircraft, which sometimes it's a free place to get aircraft, so a lot of times you'll get people that aren't really very good at it yet, or they'll give you aircraft that don't have virtual cockpits and stuff, which to me, I don't like to fly unless I have a virtual cockpit. So what you can do is you can look for aircraft for any of these flight simulators. They list here the categories. So I'm going to click FSX, because normally pretty much everything that works for FSX works for Flight Simulator Steam Edition as well. So I'm just going to scroll through until I maybe find something I'm actually interested in downloading. Okay, so just searching through the FSX files, I haven't found anything I'm too interested in right now. It's showing that there's a lot of like commercial aviation, jets like your Airbus and your Boeing and stuff like that, which I'm not really too interested in right now. So I'm going to show you another part. If you click on FSX, it then lists you a bunch of different things you can search for, like civil jets, helicopters, military, etc. But also scenery and panels and stuff like that. Like, it's not just airplanes and helicopters. So I'm actually going to search into props, because I wouldn't mind having either a smaller commercial aircraft or another general aviation aircraft. That looks like a half decent model. I like to look at the pictures and see if they look good. The exterior model of this airplane doesn't look great, but it could just be, they're usually like screenshots from Flight Simulator or whatever, so they're not that good, but the actual cockpit on this airplane looks pretty good. So I'm actually going to download this one, so all you have to do is you just click on the link, then it opens your download window, and then you just click download file, and it's going to start downloading. Now, if you don't pay for like a membership for Simviation, they actually cap your download rate, so these relatively small files are actually going to take you like probably 10 or 15 minutes to download. So I mean, it's kind of a price you pay for freeware, right? So looks like it's quoting me about 15 or 20 minutes, but anyhow, I'll cut back to the video once it's downloaded and I'll show you what to do from there. Okay, so my file just finished downloading, and I thought of a couple more things I wanted to let you guys know. If there's any aircraft or scenery or anything that you want to look for, you can type it in. But just be aware that when you type in the search bar, it might not be for Flight Simulator X or FSX Steam Edition or whatever. It could be for Flight Simulator 2004 or P3D or something else. So you can do that, but just make sure it's for your simulator. The other thing is, for when we do download or install our airplane, you want to make sure you make a folder on your computer, just like mine here says FSX aircraft, or you can make one that says aircraft, or whatever you want it to be. It can even not have a name, but you just have to have a specific folder that you can use to put your files in once you extract your files. Anyways, once it's downloaded, you can click it and then it opens, but as you can see, it's like a zipped file. So if you need help with your specific aircraft, you can read the README file, which I normally always do, because sometimes it has something like, if you don't do this, the aircraft doesn't work properly. So I always read that, but I'll let you guys do that on your own. And then the other thing I do is I find file in my downloads, and then I extract all to FSX aircraft, select folder. So as you can see from my routing, it's desktop and then my FSX aircraft folder. Then I'm going to extract those files into it. Okay, so it split up all the files amongst here. It didn't stay in like the airport named folder. So from here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have another folder window open, and you're going to go to, this is where it's different for Flight Simulator and Flight Simulator Steam Edition. You're going to want to go to your probably your C drive. It's going to be either in your program files or your program ×86 files. Mine's in my 86 files. So what you'd be doing is you'd be looking for if you just have regular FSX, you'll just look for your folder in here that says Flight Simulator X. Or it'd probably say like Microsoft Flight Simulator X, or it could be in here that says that. But I know mine's in program files ×86. And it's in Steam because it's Steam Edition, Steam Apps, Common, FSX. And then you get all your files all your folders for all your add-ons and stuff like that. So what you're gonna want to do is you got your DR400, which I believe is the aircraft folder. So what you're gonna do is you're going to go to, by the way, this will be different for whatever aircraft you install, so make sure you do your README. But sometimes all your files are together on one, and you just bring everything into your airplanes folder here. But sometimes it's split up like it was with mine, so I've got one for effects too. So for my effects, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to find my effects folder. And as you can see, they should be the same file type. So FS or FX underscore blah blah blah, and that's what it is in my FX folder too. So I'm going to move those into there. Go back. What's next? So I already moved the effect, so we don't have to worry about that. My gauges. So go into your gauges folder. Those over into the gauges folder. That should be it, because that's I believe this is a photo of the aircraft. So I'm going to open up Flight Simulator and we'll see if it worked. Okay, so I'm just opening up my Flight Simulator X now, and I'm going to be seeing if the aircraft I just downloaded is in my aircraft selection. So open up my aircraft. Yeah, here it is right here. So it gave me a lot of different types of, I guess, liveries or paint jobs. So I'm going to pick this one, and we're going to see if it's going to work. So oftentimes when you put a new aircraft or scenery or whatever, an add-on to your flight simulator, it'll give you like, do you want to run this software? And you just keep hitting yes until, okay, so it's showing up there good, and it looks really good. So this looks like it's going to be a high quality download. Okay, so the aircraft downloaded great, and it's a very high quality download. Honestly, you have to be picky with the freeware aircraft you download if you're looking for high quality stuff. There's a lot of stuff that looks very amateur, but you know, again, it's free, so you can't really complain too much. You just gotta kind of sift through it and pick out the things that you really want. And if there's something that you really want to be high quality and you want a specific aircraft, then you might have to fork out the money for a payware. After you download and install an aircraft, I would kind of do a little check around just to make sure everything's working properly, because quite often you know, sometimes the lights won't work. A lot of times your gauges won't work properly. This one seems to have installed really well, so I'm going to just take it on a little flight. So the sounds on this plane are great. It even comes with custom sounds. A lot of times on the lower end models, you'll find that all they did was use the default sounds on Flight Simulator, which, you know, again, it's because of the magical word free. Wow. So I'm actually really pleasantly surprised with this aircraft, and I'm really happy that I downloaded it. So if you guys are interested, just let me know in the comment section, and if I get enough people that are interested, I'll throw the link down in the bio. And after you comment saying you're interested, I'll reply back saying I've put it in the bio, and then that way you know. But yeah, I'm really happy with this aircraft. The only thing I want to caution you on is I strongly suggest that you all read the README file. Almost every download I've downloaded from Simviation comes with a README file. And that just, it helps you because I find each aircraft I download is a little bit different. Sometimes it comes all in one in like a one file package, and sometimes it's split up like it was on this aircraft. Normally that happens when you get like a more higher end aircraft and it's more in depth. That's why there's a bunch of different files like that. But awesome. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I encourage you to leave a comment, ask a question. Be sure to leave a comment if you're interested in this aircraft, and I'll leave a link in the bio. Anyways, again, thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up.